Hi everyone, welcome to Advice to Think Twice. This is Monica and I'm doing our week ahead readings. And this will be for the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The timestamps will be below. Thank you for joining me. As always, keep an open mind. These are general. Watch all your signs and take what resonates as it resonates with you. Information on private readings is in the description box below. And if you want to look at the special that I'm currently running, that is also in the description box below. I'm using the Spacious Tarot deck, the Dark Mansion Tarot deck, and the Messages from Your Angels Oracle. Please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and thank you if you have done that already. Okay. Oh boy. Remember, you also have other weeklies, timeless, on the channel. You can check them out as well. Okay, what is going on for, let's see, Aries. Hi Aries, thank you for joining us. If you're skipping ahead, please remember to watch the intro as well. And we're just going to jump in, see what's going on for Aries in the week ahead. Aries in the week ahead. The World, the Devil, the Chariot, all majors. It reminds me of the Capricorn reading, so for some of you who might be dealing with the Capricorn, don't have to. And the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck, all majors. So Aries, this could be a time of many changes, or at least one big change that is possible. That's on the table for you. Traveling is highlighted, moving, relocation is highlighted. Changing jobs or changing careers altogether is also coming up here. The World talks about a big goal that is achieved, okay, and it's the final step of the process. It's complete, and then you can start over something completely different, okay. And like I say, travel, relocation, acknowledgement, recognition at work, completing a big project that brings you a lot of recognition and like takes you to the next level, however that makes sense. And this is about love life. And you're single, this tells you they have a lot of options. This is like you're on top of the world. Everyone's paying attention to you. Have a lot of suitors, whether you're aware of it or not. And you have the potential to take your love life to the next level, whether you're single or not, and whatever that next level looks like for you. Okay. The challenge, we have the Devil. Doing too much, overindulging in whatever the celebration is. Okay. Losing sight of what's next. In the outcome, we have the Chariot, Cancer energy. So again, travel, could be something to do with relocation, or for some of you, you're changing your car. Maybe you get a new car as a result of a new job, because the Devil doesn't always have to be bad. It's just like a lot of stuff thrown at you that's material in nature for a lot of you. So whatever this completion is, it comes with perks, and then it just becomes, well, don't let it go to your head, or don't take things for granted, right? So that's how this could be playing out as well. But the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. So whatever you've been working on, you're completing it, and it comes with perks. This could also be something coming back around that may not be the healthiest thing for you. And it's up to you to decide with the Chariot what direction you're going to go in. Are you going to just kind of, let that ending happen? Or keep it as something that's completed in your life? Or do you start over because you're tempted to with the Devil energy here? I get that you're very successful, and this big achievement, it comes with a level of recognition or popularity / fame, and then you'll be hit with a bunch of options and opportunities presented to you. Some of them will be great, some of them not so much, some of them messy, some of them complicated, some of them, you know what I mean? And to you, it's down to you to be discerning with the Chariot in what you choose to pursue next. Does that make sense? So let's get more information here for you, Aries. The World, we have the Knight of Swords. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's similar to Capricorn for a lot of you. The Devil, we have the Hangman. And with the Chariot, we have the King of Cups, Cancer energy. Under the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Nine of Wands with the Four of Swords. So for some of you, I do feel like someone's trying to come back, Aries, come back into your life, come back around, like fast. They could literally be traveling to where you are, or they're just coming in thick and fast. The challenge is, again, do you let something just go, right? With the Hangman, it's been done. Do you let it stay done, or do you pick it back up with the Devil? Because there's a lot of feelings there. There's a lot of emotions still, okay, with the King of Cups and the Chariot. But I do feel like someone's going to come in fighting for this. Look, we have the Five of Cups under the Four of Swords. So yeah, a reconciliation energy that's possible for some of you, if you wanted to. But someone's coming in to fight for you, to fight to heal something. All right? Take it as it makes sense, as it resonates. For others of you, this is just a lot of travel. I also feel like restrictions are going to be impacting your travels. You might get stuck there, okay? If you're like, for some of you, you're literally in a what is it called? A layover. So you took one flight and you're in the middle point, and then you have to change, get a different flight to get to your end destination, and you might actually get stuck temporarily in that middle point because of restrictions that are going to be coming up. So you're still going to be traveling. You'll get there in the end. You'll reach your destination. There's just going to be delays. And you should be prepared for that, is the message here. There is some sort of conflicting information, conflicting energies around travel with the World card, or around you reaching your destination, however that makes sense. Okay. This could also be a new relationship, could be a long distance relationship for some, or it starts off as an online thing, and the challenge is that you can't physically travel to be together. But there's a lot of emotion there. You just kind of have to be patient with these delays, with these challenges, with these restrictions. Kind of fight for it. Nine of Wands, I mean. So let's see. More clarification here for Aries for the week ahead. The Empress, the challenge, we have the Six of Swords. Yeah, travel, movement will be impacted. Four of Swords in the outcome. We also have the Four of Swords there. So definitely for some of you, Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I feel like you don't see this coming. So, okay. Do your research, especially if it's around travel. Do your research. And even if you do your research, be prepared for the worst case scenario, because I feel like for some of you the worst case scenario is going to pop up, okay? And the more prepared you are for it, the less it's going to impact you. Does that make sense? The Empress in your current situation, so this is Taurus and Libra energy. For some of you, this is a focus on love. I feel like, again, if you're single, you have a lot of attention. There's a lot of suitors around you, and they're going to be coming in out of nowhere, thick and fast. And it'll be up to you to be discerning, okay, Six of Swords, which ones you go with, which ones you give a chance to, because you have very tempting offers, but they're not all good for you. Does that make sense? And then there's a waiting time, there's a delay. I feel like, again, you're dealing with someone online or long distance. There's a lot of emotion there. There's a lot of attraction and chemistry there. This is a beautiful thing, but you have to be patient with it because of external restrictions around travel, physical travel, okay? For those of you, this could be you meet the one, but again, there's a delay, there's a pause. You can't travel to be with this person. You can't travel to see this person. They might be stuck somewhere. I also feel like you're dealing with someone who's wrapping up another relationship or even a marriage, and they're wrapping it up, right? They're getting themselves out of it, but it's not complete yet. So the challenge is waiting, being patient, doing things the right way, not getting involved in creating a third party situation, okay? Doing things the proper way. So you're waiting for them to be free to pursue, available to pursue, free to come to you, etc. Okay? A lot of success when it comes to work, recognition, a lot of opportunities presented to you. Be discerning. And I do see advancement or job change, career progression. There isn't a delay to overcome, so I don't know if someone's on holiday and they can't approve the last bit of it, or if you have to work your notice or something like that, right? Because it's like a 4-week delay. Look, bottom of the deck, Celeste. A happy move to a new home or place of employment is in the works. This movement will usher in positive new energy. So whether you're moving or you're traveling to see someone to move in together and they're in a different city, different state, whatever it is, it's on the way, it's in the works, it's happening. Stay positive about it. Keep going. Do what you can. But expect some delays or prepare for some delays. Don't let that deter you. Don't let that push you back or change your mind on this, okay? Caressa, you are at the end of a cycle in your life. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune, World energy. Call upon your angels to comfort you and to guide you to your next step. Happiness awaits you now. For some of you, you're the one that has to wrap up a cycle, a relationship, a situationship in order to fully pursue or be available to pursue a much better option, a healthier option for you, okay? But you are dealing with endings of cycles, and it's big because you have the World, you have the Wheel of Fortune, all these majors. But what is ending is something that, whilst tempting and passionate maybe, or tempting because it makes you a lot of money or it's comfortable, whatever it is, it's the devil you know, as it were, it needs to end because it's holding you back. Look, Hangman, literally, holding you back from what is truly intended for you, okay? So it's something that has been causing delays in your life. And maybe you're coming to that realization, okay, that what you're choosing to focus and invest in is actually the reason for the delays in your life. Because it's not the best thing for you. That's why no matter what you do, it can't just, it seems to just not come together. Does that make sense? And everything's a struggle. And Isaiah, it's a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. Look, I'm watching over you, guiding you and protecting you during these changes. Look, endings and new beginnings. That's what you're dealing with, Aries. And I do see motherhood for some of you. That could be a new cycle in your life, motherhood, fatherhood. Or it's a new level of commitment, whether that's with, romance or within your career. So yeah, I expect this would be around moving for a lot of you, like even to a different state, even to a different country, even overseas, okay? I expect this to be graduation and starting your career, or changing your career altogether, starting something different that makes you so happy, right? It might not be the safe route, but it's the thing you want to do. It's what makes you it's what makes you happy, right? Cycles end, whatever cycle is ending in your life, it's only to give for you to give birth to this new beginning, or for new beginnings to be able to manifest in your life. Does that make sense? So just try to go with it. Try not to be stubborn. Try not to get too attached to things during this time, because it's going to change, okay? The things or the people that you have in your life in the beginning of the week might look differently by the end of the week, okay? And this is an energy that will play on into the following week, maybe even for the rest of December for some of you, with all this being major arcana energy, okay? And even if it's like internal or external changes, but it's just about you. I just saw the Emperor, where you're giving something up that you've been doing for your whole life, like a habit. It doesn't have to be a bad one, but it's just a habit that at one point it was amazing and it was helping you, but something happened in the meantime, it's holding you back. Or in order to achieve what you're trying to achieve, that's something that just needs to change, and it's just time for it to be changed, right? So it could be changing your appearance, it could be changing your diet, you know what I mean? Because it served its purpose, but in order for you to walk on this new path that you're trying to walk on, it won't do you any good. It won't help you, or it would actually cause delays and blockages. So it just needs to be addressed and released. Okay? I feel like this is around full moon energy for some of you. Okay. Right. Let's move on to Leo. Hi, Leo. Thank you for joining us. And if you are skipping ahead, remember to watch the intro as well. So let's see what's going on for Leo in the week ahead. Leo in the week ahead. Two of Cups, Strength, Seven of Swords. Interesting. Bottom of the deck, the Page of Pentacles, or the Child of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. We also have your energy with Leo there with the Strength card. There's an offer of partnership, whether it's romantic or with business, new job offer, a new friend even, or a romantic opportunity. The challenge is holding back. So I feel like the challenge is holding back because you don't have enough information with the Page of Pentacles. You don't see everything. You don't see enough to make a decision. You don't see enough of it to make the best decision for you when it comes to the situation, okay? Because with the Seven of Swords here, some things are not revealed, some things are not seen at this time, okay? So don't make long-term decisions based on partial information. And I'm going to clarify, because for some of you, this is intentional, where someone's trying to pull the wool over your eyes or get away with something with only giving you the half of the truth or half of the story. But for others of you, it just it's not necessarily malicious, but it's just telling you don't know everything about this. And for others, this can be self-sabotage, where you have an amazing opportunity on the table, but you're holding back because of self-sabotage. So trust issues, issues with self-confidence, issues with self-love. And it's coming up because it needs to be addressed, okay? Because with the Page of Pentacles, this is a really good opportunity. It's a trustworthy opportunity. So let's get more clarification for Leo. What's this? Two of Cups, Four of Cups, Strength card, Two of Wands, Seven of Swords, Three of Cups. We have the Hermit under the Page of Pentacles, Virgo energy. So I feel like for some of you, this can be on again, off again relationship. Okay, on again, off again relationship, and this is this person coming back again, coming back around again to restart this. You have a choice of holding back, not going back into the pattern, or do you go back into the pattern? Do you know what I mean? And in that case, the self-sabotage is around the fact that you can't control yourself around this person, or you feel like you can't control yourself around this person, and no matter what you do, you just end up back together. And if that's the case, that's a pattern that you need to look at, because it's very unhealthy, and it's putting you in a position of being seemingly powerless in your own life, and that's not the case. Does that make sense? So that's coming up for you to address, because now you're strong enough, the Strength card here, to see the pattern, to correct it, to clear it, to cut it out, okay? And that's your choice with the Two of Wands. That's your challenge, making different choices, okay? If it's in the case of an on again, off again relationship, or in the case of different people, same situation, or different people, same outcome, whether it's romantic or otherwise, then this is telling you you're now strong enough to see the reason behind that, to see what in you is the reason for that self-sabotage, where is that coming from, and to address it so that you clear this pattern and you don't have to deal with this ever again. Okay, so it's very deep internal transformation that is possible for you here. For others of you, yeah, like I say, if it's something where you feel like no matter what you do, you just end up back together with this person, is that really a healthy thing? And where is that coming from? Because a lot of you, I do feel like this is someone who knows what to say and knows how to manipulate you, get your hopes up, come into your life for the passion, and then they take off again and you're left waiting, okay? If that's the case, that is again something that needs to be addressed, because you deserve better. You deserve to be happy and treated the way you treat this person, and that's not happening. For others of you, you have a choice to make. There's a situation that you've been waiting on, and it just keeps disappointing you, whether it's with work or whatever, okay? It keeps disappointing you, no matter what you do, no matter how much time you give it, no matter how many opportunities, how many chances. It disappoints you. It just keeps disappointing you. And you have something new coming in, okay? Now you have a choice to make. The disappointing thing that is same old, it never improves, it never gets better. You get your hopes up, and it always ends up the same, and then they come back, you get your hopes up, or the promise is made again, you get your hopes up. You're like, okay, I'm not going to change my job, I'm not going to look for another job because they promised this to me, but it never gets delivered. Or something brand new. Okay, and that's your 3 of Cups. You have a choice to make. Which way do you go? Do you get back into the cycle? Do you get back into the pattern where, yes, you see potential. Yes, there's feelings there. I'm not denying that, if that's the situation. But this person, no matter what you do, they just can't deliver what they say. They just can't live up to the potential that you see in them. Okay, they can't be who you see them that they could be. Does that make sense? So you might be waiting for someone because you see the potential in them, and then the message is, bring it back to the here and now. Are they there now? You're treating someone as if they've already fulfilled their potential. They're already on level 10, but they're actually on level 2. Does that make sense? And that turns into a codependent situation, and that turns into you getting taken advantage of and taken for granted. Okay? Because that's the level this person is at currently. That's the best they can do. That's all they know what to do. Okay? And for others, it comes from like, I don't want to change my job because I'm comfortable here. I like the team. I like the work. I like the whatever. But I need this. I don't know. I need I want that promotion. I deserve that promotion. I've been promised that promotion, and so I want to hang on for that and keep waiting for that. But how long am I going to keep waiting? I'm comfortable here, but I'm not happy. I'm comfortable here, but I'm not fulfilled. I don't have progression. Okay, and then here comes this brand new opportunity. In one opportunity, you're struggling to get to the next level. You're struggling to go from level 1 to level 2, and it's a fight, and it's a battle, and it's difficult. This other opportunity coming in, you start off at level 5 already, and that's where you start off. Does that make sense? So it's going to be your choice what you do with that, Leo. So let's see, what is extra clarification here for Leo in the work ahead. So for a lot of you, it's work. 4 of Wands, yeah, there you go. 9 of Cups, yeah. And the Queen of Cups in the outcome. Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You're going to have to be discerning and make some difficult choices here and make some cuts. You have to cut something out or cut someone out. For some of you, you're dealing with someone who has a bit of a drinking problem or who just overindulges in whatever it is that they overindulge. And it's like they can promise you the moon, but they're physically not capable of delivering that. Does that make sense? They make promises when they're intoxicated. They make promises when they're coming off the high and they're like, I'll do better next time, or you know what I mean? And it's difficult and it's challenging, because especially because you see this person wanting to do better, wanting to be better, but at the end of the day, you have to know when to draw the line. Okay, how many chances are you going to give them? How many years of your life are you going to give them as they struggle to see even if they can be who they say they want to be? Does that make sense? And it's sad, it's depressing, and we've been there, we've all been there, I've been there. But there comes a time when you have to draw that line, and I feel like that's what this is for you, Leo, okay, if that's what you're dealing with. And again, it's because it's difficult to walk away because you see commitment with this person. You see marriage possible with this person. You see that promotion promised to you. You see, what your career could be with this company. And that's what's been driving you on. But it's just been depleting you. 4 of Cups. You're getting nothing. You're getting nothing. Okay? Out of it. Just misery, honestly. And the challenge is, be true to yourself you know already your worth. You know your worth. You know what you deserve. And it's time to stand strong and demand that and accept nothing less. Okay? To make it less complicated, I don't care how I feel about this. I don't care what I want in this situation. I have to be realistic in terms of what is possible realistically. Okay? And the truth is, see, the truth, Page of Swords, is this situation that I'm investing in endlessly, physically impossible for it to take me to where I want to get to. So I release my hopes about it. I release my whatever, right? And I choose to stand strong in what I know I deserve and accept nothing less. I don't care who or what it's about. All right? That's the approach. And you can have wish fulfillment. Okay? You can have wish fulfillment. I just feel like it's not going to be in this situation that's a never-ending cycle. Nope. Okay. So we have Archangel Raphael that literally flew out at us. And one more for Leo. One more for Leo for the week ahead. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have Shanti. I am the angel of peace. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. Yeah, this is like make peace with the situation, release it. Okay, acknowledge and make peace with the fact that it is what it is. It cannot be anything further. Okay, and release it. That will restore peace. See the line there? Okay, Leo energy. That will restore your peace. You've been staying up at night. You've been giving this a lot more than what you think you have. It's been affecting you in ways that you don't even realize. As soon as you take a step back from this, you release your expectations about it. You're like, nope, I'm not going to hold on to this anymore. I release this and I look for other possibilities that are better for me. The feeling of peace that will come over you is indescribable. Okay? Archangel Raphael, I am helping you heal physical challenges in yourself and others. You're a healer like me. So you need to cut this out of your life. You will heal and you will then be open to what is truly on your level, what is truly that you deserve. You know, you truly deserve. Okay? As long as you keep investing in the situation, you will keep depleting yourself. Okay? Hurting yourself, damaging yourself, your money, your career, your love life potential. Do you know what I mean? So it's time to make healthier choices with Archangel Raphael. It's time to focus on making sure something is healthy, as in it has give and receive, right, in the mix. What you give is what you get. Because currently you're in a one-sided thing. And what else we have? Yeah, look, Carissa, you are at the end of a cycle in your life. Call upon your angels to comfort you and to guide you to your next step. Happiness awaits you now. Happiness awaits you after you end a cycle, a vicious cycle, a never-ending cycle, a toxic cycle. You will have, as soon as you end that, and that means actually breaking up, actually walking away, actually accepting that that's not the job for you, and you start physically applying to other roles, okay? Because in your mind, that means, okay, I've made my peace with the fact that I'm going to change my job and get a better one for me, right? First, peace, immense sense of peace, healing, and then your happiness, okay? That's the progression. That's what we're looking at here. So, I hope this helps you, okay? Because it's a difficult situation. Like I say, we've been there, I've been there. And it's difficult to say the least. But make it simpler, and I don't mean easier. I mean make it simpler. Take a step back and get completely rational and realistic about it, and you will see what is possible and what is wish fulfillment, and what is wishful thinking. Okay. So I'll leave that with you, and I hope that it helps you. Okay. Tell me what it's about for you, and tell me if the reading is helpful in that situation. And we're going to move on to Sagittarius. Hi, Sagittarius. Thanks for joining us. And if you are skipping ahead, just be sure to watch the intro as well. Okay, what's going on with Sagittarius in the week ahead? Show me Sagittarius in the week ahead. What do we have? Ten of Pentacles, good way to start. Ten of Wands, Five of Cups. Yeah, you have to let something go. Bottom of the deck, Elder of Wands, that's the King of Wands. That's your energy, right? Because it's Aries, like a Sagittarius energy. So I feel like you are in a position to, there's some sort of success that gives you a sense of independence, which can also be financial independence with the Ten of Pentacles there. I feel like there's decisions you need to make with the Justice card this week, okay? Because you have achieved a level of stability, a long-term stability in whatever capacity, okay? And the challenge is, okay, now that you've achieved that level and you've reached that level of independence, it's time to make some different choices. Maybe stop taking more work on because you don't have to anymore. Okay, there's an achievement with the Ten of Pentacles where you got the job, you got the permanent job, you got the raise, you got that promotion that comes with the raise, you got the house, you got the mortgage, there's inheritance coming in, okay? And so that allows you to free yourself up of some responsibilities, okay, that maybe aren't even yours to carry in the first place, or you've just been taking on so much in order to get you to this goal. And now that you've achieved it, this is saying, okay, it's time to give back the responsibility that doesn't belong to you, or it's time to cut back in terms of how much you work for this, or how much, you know, hours or how much effort you put into your work life, or your career, or your business, right? Because you have achieved what it is that you have taken on so much to achieve. You've achieved it, okay? So it's like, okay, now settle down, take a breath, stop hustling. You can take a pause from that, okay? There's always going to be new goals, but you're at a place where you can afford to drop some burdens, to drop some responsibilities. Does that make sense? In the outcome, we have the Five of Cups. I mean, this is where not everyone's going to be happy with you dropping some burdens and dropping some responsibilities. But at the end of the day, that's not your problem, okay? Because the Ten of Wands usually says that you're carrying the load for someone else or for multiple other people, right? And it's not fair. So when you give them back the responsibility, they're going to throw a fit. Because if they cared what was fair in the first place, they wouldn't have let you carry the burden for them. Does that make sense? So just be prepared for some drama, but it's not your problem. Do you know what I mean? It's not your problem. You're doing what is fair. And fives are ultimately an energy of change. So you're starting to make some changes. This is also saying if you don't follow the guidance and you continue to hustle like you've been hustling, despite the fact that you've achieved your goal, it will cost you. Okay, Five of Cups, it will cost you. You'll lose something. Your health, a friendship, a relationship, right? Because maybe it's like your partner saying, I've been patient with you as you achieve that goal. I've been trying to support you as you achieve that goal. You've achieved that goal, so why are you still going at that pace and neglecting our relationship, right? So something along those lines. So let's get more clarification here for Sagittarius. Ten of Pentacles, Child of Cups, that's the Page of Cups. Ten of Wands, Two of Swords. Five of Cups, Three of Pentacles. Yeah, so you have to go back from the 5, take it back to a 3. So give people their responsibilities back. Okay, whatever it is that you took on to help someone and it just became yours magically, give it back to them. It's time. There is some good news. There's recognition. There's financial rewards, but also in terms of praise. Okay. The challenge is to say no. Two of Swords. No, I have enough on. No, I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not going to take that on. No, I can't help you. Your challenge is to say no and to cut back on things. Right? And then Five of Cups with the Three of Pentacles, you can develop what is yours to develop. You can develop what you want to develop, as opposed to being pulled in so many different directions with the Ten of Wands where nothing grows. Everything's just surviving, but nothing grows, right? Because you're not investing in one thing. It's like you aim for nothing, you're going to hit nothing, right? And this is you shifting focus, cutting ties with what doesn't serve you, what you no longer have to do, or you feel like you have to do, or sacrifice, and choosing to now invest with the purpose of developing, growing, and expanding only one thing, two things, three things in your life, right? What truly holds value to you? What truly holds value to you? It's time you start thinking about what your next level is, Sagittarius. What is your next level? What is your next big phase, or your next big cycle in your life? You can't do everything. Not everything is going to grow at the same time or at the same rate. And you can't grow anything if you don't invest in it. If your focus is split, if your energy is split, you know what I mean? Your results are going to be minimal. So you're at a point where you have to think about what your next level is. What is your legacy? Okay, you've kind of just been going on to get along, potentially. And it's like, well, it's time to think now. What do you want your career to be in the long run? Now is the time to make those steps and cut ties where you have to, or shift course altogether if you have to. Where is it that you want to take your love life to? And it's time to, again, cut some ties and make some adjustments to get there. What is it that truly holds value to you? It's time to pull back from anything else and invest in what you consider to be valuable. Yeah, 9 of Wands with the Tower. This is about establishing boundaries and sticking to them. Saying no. And again, not everyone's going to be happy with it. People are going to have a problem with it, but that's not your problem. It's just not your problem. Okay? 4 of Wands. 5 of Pentacles. King of Swords, yeah. 7 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Look, don't let anyone trick you. Don't let anyone manipulate you. Don't let anyone play victim. Okay, when you say no, they're like, oh my God, what am I going to do? I can't live without you. I can't, the company's going to crumble without you here. Or, what am I going to do with this and that and the other? Well, that's not my problem. Okay? That's not my problem. It's not my responsibility to figure this out for you. End of story. Okay? Yeah, definitely comes on the heels of some sort of big achievement, recognition, that gives you a sense of stability and independence, financial and otherwise. And now you can say, okay, I can give this back, I can push that back, I can stop trying to do that, I can stop that. And only focus, bring the focus in to what, laser focus, King of Swords, to what is valuable to me, to what I want to develop for myself, as opposed to making it about everyone else. Okay? It's time to make some of those difficult decisions. And like I say, don't let people play the victim. That's not your problem. And it's not about being mean or selfish. It's the truth. That's just not your issue. That's not your problem. Just as you have to figure everything out for yourself, everyone has to do the same. Okay? So let's see. Oracle advice for Sagittarius for the work ahead. I said that for Leo, didn't I? So for a lot of you, this will be in work. Oracle advice. So we have 1. Archangel Michael. Yeah, King of Swords energy there. Making some maybe tough decisions, but they're fair decisions. And you have to now protect what is valuable to you. Define it and protect it. A bunch of them. We'll take them all. Bridget, look, caution is warranted. Look deeper into the situation before proceeding further. Look deeper at things. Now it's time to look at things. Now it's time to look closely at things, right? And to get critical and analytical. Look closely at things. Look at the detail of things. Is this fair? Is this not fair? Is this what I deserve? Is it less than I deserve? is it this my responsibility or is it not? You know what I mean? It's time to get critical about it. Not critical as in criticizing people or yourself. Critical thinking as in, specific, focused, making critical decisions. So Archangel Michael, that's the same energy. I'm with you, giving you the courage to make life changes that will help you work on your divine life purpose. Yeah, you're making some big changes, Sagittarius, or that's what's on the table. That's what's possible for you. If you don't, get sucked back into someone else's drama, someone else's woe was me, someone else's victim mentality or whatever, okay? Celeste, a happy move to a new home or place of employment is in the works. This movement will usher in positive new energy. It's literally what it is for some of you, okay? Archangel Uriel, your emotions are healing, which enables you to open to greater love. I will help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. This is... cut these people away. Whoever is trying to play victim, whoever is trying to blame you for things, whoever is trying to blame you for you doing what's right for you, when you're not doing it maliciously, you know what I mean, when you're only trying to be fair, this is where you have to cut these people out. They will reveal themselves to you when you tell them your plan. They will reveal themselves to you, and it's time to cut them out with a smile on your face and peace in your heart. You know what I mean? Indriel, you're a light worker. God needs you to shine your divine light and love like an angel upon the earth and all of its inhabitants. Something is being revealed to you. Something is being shown to you. Pay attention. But also, for some of you, you've been living for other people for such a long time. But what I mean by that, what I mean, putting other people before you, people pleasing, making everyone else's problems your problem, to fix it, to heal them, to save them, whatever, okay? Now it's time to bring that same energy to you, okay? And whoever has a problem with that is just showing you that all this time they've been taking you for granted and taking advantage of you, okay? And pay attention when they reveal that about themselves, all right? Because if someone truly loved you, cared about you, they would be thrilled, they would be happy, they would be supportive when you're trying to better yourself or to achieve something for yourself in your life that makes you happy. Okay, they're not going to tell you you're being selfish. They're not going to tell you you're being a bad person. They're not going to tell you you're being reckless and whatever, mean, okay? So pay attention when those people reveal themselves to you. And like I say, cut them out of your life with a smile on your face and peace in your heart. Okay? Right, so I'll leave it there. Tell me what this is for you, how it makes sense to you, if it does, and I hope the reading helps you, okay? If you're dealing with this, I hope it gives you some comfort, some peace of mind, or confirmation that you're doing the right thing, okay? So I'll leave it there. Have an amazing week. It looks great. Make the most of it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.